professional networking and social media websites play an important role in our lives these days. Whether you like it or not, these websites or platforms have permeated into the lives of most of us. Now, the question which I get asked many a times is posting on professional networking and social media websites necessary for someone to be successful? Now, when I'm mentioning this is primarily to do with working professionals and entrepreneurs, there may be YouTube stars and other social media content creators which are not being included or who are not being included as a part of this discussion. So the focus of what I'm going to convey is primarily with perspective to working professional and entrepreneurs. Should working professionals and entrepreneurs post various content on social media and professional networking websites? So that seems to be a strange question from my side, because most of you or all of you who are seeing this video are viewing this video through a social media or professional networking website. So definitely there are advantages pertaining to posting. However, is it actually mandatory or can it lead to success? So I have a few thoughts pertaining to this. Definitely, since I myself create content and post it on professional networking and social media websites, definitely I've also got the benefit out of it over the past few years. Definitely there are upsides, there are benefits, there are various elements which can get positively impacted. However, there are also 3 points which I would share with you, whether posting on professional websites or professional networking websites and social media sites are going to be a passport to success, which I feel it's not. So the first point is posting for working professionals and entrepreneurs on professional networking and social media websites is a matter of choice. I know several people who are extremely successful even without having a very strong presence on social media or professional networking websites. So it's all a matter of choice. Also, some people are comfortable with posting, some are not comfortable, some want to be under the radar. So what I have observed, it's all a matter of choice. In case someone is keen to share knowledge or have a specific reason or a few reasons why they want to post or be present actively, then they should be considering posting. However, as I mentioned, I know quite a number of people who are extremely successful and they like being under the radar and they don't want to publicize too much. They quietly do their work and they are successful in their own right. And because of not being on social media or not utilizing these platforms, I would never say that they're not successful, because they're extremely successful in every aspect in terms of materialistic as well as possibly even non-materialistic. So these elements are extremely vital. So it's a matter of choice. That's the first point. 2, there is no guarantee. So in case you are posting on these websites, there is no guarantee to success. You may get benefits pertaining to visibility. However, it doesn't mean that you're guaranteed in terms of building a very strong personal brand. So it depends on the quality of content and your consistency, which plays a very vital role. So please understand, anyone and everyone who posts content on professional networking or social media websites, I would not say that person has a guarantee to success. It's all a matter of the quality of the content, the attitude of the person, and also receptiveness and connect with the target audience. That's going to be extremely vital. The third and final point which I would prefer to share with you is pertaining to understanding that posting on these websites have its own upsides or positive sides. However, there are also not so positive sides. Now, one of the not so positive side is the point that these posts, it could be text content, it could be video content, or just posting static or dynamic creatives whatsoever, or carousels. So all of it also build a perception of that person. So for working professionals and entrepreneurs, one thing you need to realize, that your perception is being built to the outside world through what you're posting. So in case someone is not authentic and there is a version of you which is available on these websites, and there is another version of you in actual day-to-day life, then there's going to be a major disconnect. So that's something which you have to understand. So at the end of the day, these videos or content, whatever you're posting, work big time in building a perception about you. Of course, there is also contribution to your visibility and various other positive factors. But the point is that a perception is being built about you. And when it considers or when it leads to perception, understand that walking the talk is very important, because if you portray a different perception about you online and there is a different perception or different reality about you in the real life or in actual existence, then it will become a problem. So especially people who work very closely with you and people who know you well, they would possibly feel that this person is portraying something else online on these websites, and as a person, this person is completely different. So that may lead question mark on your credibility, and it may also hamper trust. So understand the not so positive sides, understand that perception is being built. So in case you're planning to post, in addition to all the other factors, you also need to analyze and accept the fact that you're building a perception, and that perception needs to be built on authenticity. Each one of us has some element of artificialness attached. So there will be some elements which may be exaggerated, especially when you are posting online. However, that exaggeration should be as limited as possible. In case you have a very artificial presence or what you're trying to portray is not who you exactly are, then definitely people would realize sooner or later that you're faking it. So these are the 3 points which I would prefer to share with you. From my personal experience, as I mentioned, posting on these platforms has helped me big time in boosting my personal brand and also opened up avenues in terms of business opportunities for me. So there is no denying this fact. However, in addition to these factors, which I would accept are my goals, what I also prefer is sharing knowledge, because throughout my career, a lot of individuals have gone out of the way and helped me with knowledge. So somewhere I also like and require to share knowledge with working professionals who also are possibly in the early stage or the mid stage of their careers, and try to support them with whatever knowledge and experience that I may have. So that is also one of my objectives. So you'll have to be also very clear of the objectives. So it cannot be just visibility and creating your personal brand. So if you have a more holistic view and want to share information, and most importantly, you're doing it by your own liking, not following the herd mentality, or not posting on professional networking or social media websites because someone has told you to do so, or because there is this element of herd mentality, that's something which you should not do. Don't do something because someone else has told you to do, or possibly you want to follow others' footsteps. So do something only if you like it, only if you enjoy it, and there is no element of compulsion for anything, including posting on these websites. So all the very best. Thank you very much for your time.